Hey, how's your evening going? I want you to imagine the first time you sit down to watch something and just feel transported. That's exactly what happened to me the first week I was living with the LG 55-inch C5 OLED. This is for the kind of person who notices nuance in picture and sound, who feels cheated by washed-out colors and weak audio, and who's tired of settling for mediocre good enough. Before you go any further, take a moment to check the current price and availability. TVs this capable don't stay in stock quietly. You knew it was time to upgrade when titles you loved started feeling flat. Colors that once impressed now looked dull. Every HDR scene that was meant to pop felt like it was holding back. Once you feel that creative tension between what you want and what your screen delivers, you stop settling. Turning on the C5 for the first time was a revelation. There's an immediate sense of depth and clarity that feels real. Rich blacks that don't crush detail. Colors that feel purposeful. Motion that's smooth without the weird artifacts you don't even notice until they're gone. Suddenly, everything feels intentional, like the picture knows what it's meant to show. In everyday use, that shows up in everything you watch. Movies feel cinematic in your living room instead of just bigger. Game worlds feel richer and more immersive. Even everyday TV looks sharper and more alive. It's not just about resolution or numbers, it's about how present the image feels, how much closer it brings you to the moment on screen. And let's talk sound, not tinny or distant, but full and layered. It fills the space and adds emotion to action, dialogue, and quiet scenes alike. You don't just hear the story, you feel it in a way that makes you stay seated just a bit longer. Don't wait around thinking a slight price dip will magically happen later. Options that feel weaker will still feel weaker, and you'll keep coming back to this in your mind every time you remind yourself how much better content looks and sounds here. If you're wondering whether this is too much TV, here's the thing, it's not just the tech. It's how natural and effortless it feels. You don't wrestle with settings or wish you had better colors or sound. You just enjoy what's playing. That's the upgrade you didn't even know you were missing. Owning something like this changes how you feel sitting down to watch. It feels intentional. It feels like a space you want to be in. It feels like quality. Picture that depth you've been craving, color that feels alive, and real audio that fills the room with emotion, smooth motion that stays consistent. OLED burn-in concerns for static content, premium cost upfront. At some point you stop cycling through specs and just choose the set that actually delivers what you want. Every weaker option just circles back to this one. So check the current price, trust the pull you already feel toward better picture and sound, and don't let this be the upgrade you delay and look back on wishing you'd made sooner.